It is 8:49. In Newark this summer, a powerful collaboration brought opportunity, creativity, and future-ready skills to local students. The Newark Regional Business Partnership, the Renaissance Newark Foundation, and the visual content company pocstock teamed up to launch a hands-on internship program aimed at giving young people a head start in content creation, storytelling, and creative technology. Joining us now to talk about the exciting program and what it means for Newark's future are Steve Jones, founder and CEO of pocstock, and Ferlanda Fox Nixon, President and CEO of NRBP. Stephen, Ferlanda, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you. Good
Good to
morning.
have you on. And it's always that bright early. It's like, what time do you want us on the show? People up at that time? Yes, it's always hard. Bring the coffee. We always tell people. Ferlando, let's start with you. Give us a quick overview, please, of NRBP and the Renaissance Newark Foundation, and why the program aligns so closely with your mission.
Yeah, so NRBP, the Newark Regional Business Partnership, is a chamber of commerce. We say we're the premier chamber of commerce serving the greater Newark region. And pocstock is one of our members. So we're a member based organization and trying to create a prosperous business ecosystem for the greater Newark region. And then the Renaissance Newark Foundation is our affiliated 501c3 doing community oriented activities. And so Steve came to us with his dream of reimagine Newark. And so I'm going to punt it over to him to tell us what that was. And we were able to leverage our resources to kind of make a part of that come to fruition. Steve?
Sure. Thank you, Ferlanda. Well, Pocstock is a content company, so we work
Mhm.
around the world helping stories be told of different cultures and different diverse groups. And one of the stories that we wanted to tell when we moved into Newark last year was, the story of empowerment, the story of a brighter future for Newark and Newarkers and young Newarkers in particular. So, one of the things we wanted to do was to create a program that would create pathways for young people, not just into content creation, but also into creating content for AI, which is the future of creative. So, we wanted to show these young people that there's other options out there other than maybe entertainment or other options that may be more prevalent in certain neighborhoods, that there is a future for everyone in AI, not just as a consumer, but also as a creator.
Well, I hope the AI that you're working with is better than the Google AI that I just dealt with. I don't know if you saw the last segment where it said, I was afraid to put my own name in that AI. Gemini, Google's AI, said that there was no Trump administration, there is no President Trump. And it was all I asked was if the Trump administration was going to prosecute a former member of the Biden administration because somebody asked me. And I thought, oh, did I miss something? And it returned with, well, that's impossible because there is no President Trump. Oh, okay. So I just hope that the AI is a little more up to date. But it's fascinating, though, and it's great that the students, you have students getting involved in this too. Now, you had 5 students joining the program through the city's Summer Youth Employment Program. So, what kinds of projects did those students work on, and what kinds of skills did they walk away with?
Well, thanks to the leadership of Ferlanda and her team, we were able to identify 5 young people and really get them trained for readiness in the workplace. So NRBP and Pocstock partnered to make sure that they were able to learn skills in photography. They created video content. They learned the professional side of the photography industry, which is all the legal, the compliance, the various ways that they can monetize content outside of just posting it on social media. They created their own photo shoots. They were able to produce and learn just the entire life cycle of a photo shoot and a content creation shoot. And then they learned the behind the scenes portion. What you talked about with AI, it's really relying on the data. So they learn how to
Mhm.
create data to help train AI as well.
Interesting. And Ferlanda, as a workforce development board member, it's so important, right, to connect young people to opportunities in Newark's growing creative economy. So talk on that.
Right. So it's important to actually be plugged into all aspects of the ecosystem here in Newark. It's the largest city in the state of New Jersey and has a lot of promise for those who live here. And we're grateful that the city has the Workforce Development Board and all of these wonderful initiatives that fall under it that enable the students and residents that live here to upskill and get the training that they need to be to flourish, right, economically. And so, yeah, I think it was great that I was able to sit on the board and be aware of this program and bring it to pocstock, but also too through our Renaissance Newark Foundation, our affiliated 501c3, we were able to get a very generous donation from Reworld to help purchase the equipment that they needed, the cameras, the computers, the monitors, all of that to make the experience as robust as it could be.
And what are the hopes for the future of the program? Do you have plans on expansion or replicating it or bringing more partners on board?
We had hoped to have 12 interns. So we had
Oh,
five. And so that was a start. And so next summer, it would be great if we could continue to grow the cohort each summer. That would be wonderful because the goal is to have as many people capturing the positive images of the city and sharing that to the world. And so the more that we can include under that umbrella, the better it is for the city of Newark.
if we have any local businesses or organizations watching, listening right now, how can they get involved with NRBP or support the similar youth-focused initiatives?
Sure, they can visit our website. Where newarkrbp.org. And so just take a look at what we have on our website. There's click on information on how to join. And we're more than willing to talk about the benefits and resources that we have available.
And let me ask Steve, what is the biggest takeaway you think for the students who were working involved in the project? What do you think their biggest takeaway was?
So, like myself, when I was growing up in Brooklyn and had a limited outlook on what was possible, I think when we first saw some of these students come in, they came from a similar background where their scope of what their worldview was very limited. And by the end of it, some of them were taking on a leadership role. Some of them actually started showing up with a shirt and tie, and just you can see the evolution, and it was so wonderful to see these. It was only a 6 week program, 6 to 8 week program, but you could see them transform week over week as they adapted to their environment. So my hope for them is that they continue to grow and continue to stay in touch with us, and as we usher in the next wave of young people or even older people who are looking for a new skill. As we usher in those next that next cohort, we're looking to have a similar impact as well.
I love it. Steve Jones, founder and CEO of Pogstock, and Ferlanda Fox Nixon, president and CEO of NRBP. Thank you both for joining us this morning. I love what you're doing.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Ken.
You
Good
bet. Have a
morning,
great
NJ.
day.